Replay. Good morning and welcome to those on Facebook Live. So I'm on two places at once. Oh, how crazy is that? Love technology. Isn't it fabulous? You know? So I'm going to just move over there so I can see comments on Facebook. So making sure that, keeping everybody together. We are at, what is it? Thursday, August the 3rd. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning on Facebook. Hi. This is really crazy energy. I don't know if you guys have felt it. Today there's another shift. We had a shift that started sometime in the middle of July. Then at the end of July. As we got into August 1st. And good morning, Virginia. You made it. Now we are at another shift. This shift is Uranus has gone stationary. And as it goes stationary, it is going in reverse. And Amy, I was giving her shit today. Are you listening? Are you listening to what I've been saying? So the energies are really a shift on how you choose. You couldn't sleep. Interesting. Yeah, and I know it is because this is an energy of how do you want to perceive the world around you? What do you want in your world? How does that look like in your world? And we're talking about your world, right? Your, what's going on in your own life. That's what I mean when I say that. And a lot of people are really freaking out. And that's good. And it's really good that you're freaking out. I'm glad people are freaking out. Because you know what? You can go on this little tantrum on everything's fucked up and I hate my prime minister, I hate my president, I hate my chancellor, I hate my dictator or who's ever running your country, right? How do you perceive it? How do you perceive your world around you? Like you could go in the oh woe is me, and the thing is that this energy and the guides that have been coming in for me lately, one is not only the angels, but the Pleiadians have really been making a huge stance right now in my world. And those of you who don't know who the Pleiadians are, and I know some of you might get freaked out right now, it's ET energy. It is this energy of the higher entities that are coming through that are bringing in information to help us to be in a more love space. And in being in a more love space, that means that we are taking 100% responsibility for our reality. Oh my God. Okay, if you don't know what that is, you guys need Journey Club. Journey Club starts on the 14th. And seriously, what I teach in the Journey Club really helps you to deal with a lot of this stuff that's going on. When you take 100% of your reality, that means you are being able to respond to what's going on. That means you always have a choice on whether you want to be on the bitch train or do you want to be on the happy train. Which train do you want to be on? And when you take 100%, that means that you are actually listening to what you are saying and how you are responding. And you're not going by ego and doing the ego heart stuff. You are actually going on the love and allowing for the soul to take. I know, I got happy train, happy train, happy train. It's dealing with it along the way like-minded people. Yeah, the party train. So it is. It's looking at this whole realm that's going on right now. Now, I did on Instagram this morning my reading, and I'm going to shake him up, but I'm going to go through my reading I did this morning because we had the Tempest that came in. So the Tempest. And the Tempest, if you look at her, it's a beautiful angel. She has 1 foot in water and 1 foot on land. We have the Irises here, which is Isis. Isis is about rebirth and listening to your divine guidance. You have this triangle in the square, which is spirit captured in this world. We have spirit within us captured in this body, right? And we have the sun rising. That's the energy that's coming in. How are you dealing with that balance that's going on in your world right now? What does that look like in your world? Are you freaking out right now? And on the freak out train. So if you're starting to freak out, then it's time to book in and come see me. If you're chill, that's awesome. Be chill. Uranus is all about expansion. Uranus is all about what is your community? Where do you want to go? How do you want to do it? And as it goes into retrograde, it kind of throws things up and out. That's what it does. As Uranus is going into retro, because Uranus is the underneath, it's our intuition. And as it's going stationary right now, so it's sort of like, okay, which way do you want to go? It's like coming at the end of the road, and you can only go left or right. So it's saying, do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? You can't go forward anymore because it's blocked off. You can't do it. You got a choice. Freaking out and signed up for Journey Club. Yes, Regina. Do you do birthday numerology readings? No, I don't. This is really a time of, okay, I want to make changes in my life. Thank you, Tamara. And how does that look? And that's why I'm saying, with the Journey Club, and I'm going to emphasize this because the transformations I've seen in other people's lives after they've taken this has been, it isn't me, it is God, it is the divine, it is your angels, it is your goddess, whoever you want to believe in, that universal energy has come in and made those changes and helped to guide these people along their way so they can start listening to their inner being. It is amazing, okay? And that's why it's 8 weeks. That's why I do it on Zoom, all right? This is why I do what I do. And I make it as reasonable as possible. That's what the Tempest is all about. This is Sagittarius, man. This is about, finding that balance, that newness, and where I'm going to go. And as we go along this beautiful journey, here comes the Lover card. Now, the Lover card, everybody gets all excited. It's like, oh, I'm going to find a lover. I'm going to have new love. I'm going to have sex. It's going to all be great. When the Lover card comes in, that's Archangel Raphael up above. And Archangel Raphael is the healer and healing, right? And bringing in that healing love for not only yourself, but to those around you. It's working on the relationships. See, you have the Sun again. So there's a lot of Sun coming in, right? Happy with the Lover card. We're going to send you love, Anne. Okay? So Anne on Periscope, we're sending her love. But the reason why we got a lot of Sun coming in? The Sun's in Leo. And Leo is all about, you know what? I'm on stage. This is my script. This is what I'm doing in my life. And when somebody's on stage, if anybody has done anything on stage, you are working on your script. You're doing what you need to do to perform whatever play that you're putting in. And we're all on stage, right? You're not caring about who the fuck is in the back row or what the person in the middle is thinking or who's in the front row. Because if you start thinking about who's in the middle, who's in the back row, and who's in the front row, how can you do what you need to do on this world? If you're so worried about how many likes or how many comments and stuff like that, like I do this every day. Sometimes I only have one person on Periscope. And I'm thankful for that one person on Periscope because this is for them. This is for them on Facebook. If I get 5 people, 10 people, whatever, 100 people, awesome, because the message is going out. The Lover card is about your relationship, not only with yourself, but with others. And here we have on this side here with the man, it comes in about the intellect. What is that intellect? What is that knowledge? Because it's like the 12 flames, and the 12 flames are the zodiac. Her look, she's looking up to Raphael. She's looking up to that divine because that energy, the woman's energy is that connection. And then she teaches because he has knowledge too. And when you're doing this, it's like, okay, now we're dealing with spirit. And as the Spirit comes in, we have the Lover card. We're dealing with relationship. The spiritual relationship. What is the spiritual relationship that you're having with your God, with your goddess, whoever you want to call it, okay? Who is it that you're having that relationship to? Because we got the Sun card too. So I got 3 Trump major arcana cards. Bang. This morning. And it was like, wow. They all have sunshine in them. They're all telling me that, this is like, when we see this card, the Sun card is very Leo. It's that little child that's out there on the horse. Here I am in my birthday suit, having a great time, because I know that my divine is with me. I know I have spirit in me. I got to trust that I have spirit in me, right? And trusting that you have that divine spirit. You know the sun is going to come up. You know that Isis is there, and Isis is power, man. Isis has this divineness. Now, it pisses me off that they've used Isis's name for those idiots, because Isis is a woman who was determined to make her lover back together. She traveled the 4 corners and remade her man. There's only one piece of that man that wasn't there, and she asked the divine, the gods, to help her to make that one piece. And it was the piece that she really wanted, which was the penis. And she devised it. She made it. And then she conceived to have her child. This is the power of that divine that's coming forth. This is that power that is coming in. This power of beauty. Right? And over all of that, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups comes in, and she is passionate. She's love. She's emotional. She has that Cancer energy, which is very motherly. But she also has a strong connection to her intuition and her God. She has that strongness within inside of her, so that as she goes upon her path, she knows, this is what I need to do. And sometimes it's not pleasing to everybody. So anybody who runs a household knows that, you know what? I can't please everybody. There's going to be somebody in my house that might be pissed off. Somebody may not agree with what I am going to be doing. That's life. Somebody might not agree with me on Periscope and Facebook Live. That's life. Trust me, got a lot of people who don't agree with me and get upset when I use the F word, which is fuck you. They get upset. But that's fine. That's the way it is. This energy, because we have the lunar eclipse that is coming on Monday, and the lunar eclipse is in the south node of Aquarius. And the south node of Aquarius is actually shedding a lot, so that we can find our community, that we can allow ourselves to shine brightly. Now, being an eclipse means that it's going to be darkness. We won't see it. Only the people down in the southern hemisphere will be feeling it. But the energy is still there. This is taking the lid off the pot. So the pot's boiling. There's a lot of, when a pot is boiling and the lid's going on and the lid and everything's starting to bubble. So the lid's going to come off and it's going to simmer a bit. And as it simmers a bit, more energy is going to come in and it's going to start really bubbling off. We have planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, they're all in retrograde. We haven't had, I don't think we had Jupiter in retrograde all this year till now. Same with the energies coming in for Uranus. It hasn't been in retrograde. It's now going in retrograde. This energy, this retrograde of expansion, and this is what we want to do in order, will be with us until the new year. That's how long it's going to be with us. And we also have, with this lunar eclipse, that within about a week or so, we're going to be feeling Mars going in retrograde. Just saying, Mars in retrograde, just saying. So we have this energy that's coming in, And this is all about honoring ourselves, coming out of the cave and honoring who we are. And knowing that through this adversity that is coming in, that it's going to light parts of our lives that no longer need to be. That means you're going to find that an old lover or friend or somebody's going to pass your way. Or you're going to be having to move into a new place or a new direction. Contracts are going to be broken. You're going to find that this is a time that, this is what I need to do for me. And as I look at it for me, it really helps the people in my world. And that's really what it is. And as you are doing this, it's like that pebble, but I'm going to call it a boulder, because we're no longer pebbles anymore. We're boulders that are being dropped in the middle of the water. And as we drop into the middle of the water, we're going to be starting to grab onto our intuition. We're going to start grabbing onto where we want to go. And the more we start doing that, and the more we start putting that into place now, we're going to find as September, October, November hit, because this is only the beginning of the cap coming off, right? We're going to find that we're going to be flowing in a lot better place. We're going to be finding that we are in a place of peacefulness, and I'm not going to say calmness, I'm going to say peacefulness, and in more harmony in the way that we'd like our world to go. And as we do that, we will be able to bring in that balance of spirit and allow spirit to guide us, and not that ego part. I mean, we need ego, right? Ego's good, because ego helps us to drive a car. Ego helps us to, brush our teeth and get ourselves ready for the morning. And because the ego is a learned behavior. That's what ego is. So we need it. This woman, beautiful. Oh, you're attracted to me. Oh, thank you. So this is like, even as Samantha says, Leo for the Lion's Gate. This is like this opening, and that's coming forth for us. Embracing it. And this is why I love it, because my husband's over there. He's cooking right now. This is why my readings are on sale. This is why I'm doing the Astro Tarot readings. Okay? And the Astro Tarot readings are absolutely phenomenal. It's another thing that I followed my guides. They said, this is what I need to do. I need to tap into my astrology more and start pulling it out and combining it for readings for people. And in doing the Astro Tarot readings, have been like, it's blowing me out of the water of the information that comes forth for people who are getting them, and then I send them to your email. So that's what you don't have to book in. How long is the waiting time? I tell people it's a week, but it's usually less than a week. So it's really putting it's just my timing and when I'm doing it. So it's about a week or so, and it's $25 for the Astro Tarot reading, and they're 15 minutes. So it's just a snippet of information that comes in on your natal chart, with some of the energies that are around it, with a tarot reading, and bringing in the angels of, where your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant sign is. Okay, so that's what it is. And you just get a hold of me through Facebook, and then send me an e-transfer for the reading. It is amazing on the energies that are coming forth, and how this is going to happen for everybody. The other thing is, like with Journey Club, because it's 8 weeks, so it's an 8-week discovery. Yeah, I do need your birth time, or at least approximate, and then I can play with it. And so if you have an approximate of, say I was born at 9 o'clock, I can sort of look at the different energies between it, right? And then I can, give you your reading and go from there. With Journey Club, we have 8 weeks of discovery of self, belief systems, and learning the big F, which is forgiveness, and bringing that energy forth. You don't have to be here in Calgary to take that. You can be anywhere in the world. And you can join me through Zoom, and if you miss it, then I can actually send you the Zoom video of what happened. So cool. But for today, start listening to yourself. Start learning, just start to get in and start to feel which way. And I know there's a lot of anxiety, and I know people are feeling it. But this is what, it's like, why am I feeling this anxiety? And a lot of times the anxiety is the old stuff going away for new stuff to start to happen. So cool. So cool. They just wiped my brain clean from doing my channeling here with you guys. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your comments. And if you're wanting information on my astro readings, on my deal for readings, get a hold of me through MaryJuneTracy.com or on my Facebook page of Mary June Tracy. Okay? Love you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I pray that today's Archangel Zadkiel Day. Perfect angel to have to come in for you today. He's the angel of abundance. He is a leader. He helps to guide us. He's a beautiful angel to come in if you're feeling that craziness within you. And you say his name 3 times. And as you say his name 3 times, he starts to come in. So we're going to call him in right now. So I'm going to rub my hands together to bring in this energy for you all. Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel. Be with me, in me, and around me. And I know. Help and guide me in all that I do, in all that I say, in all that I be. I affirm my need for abundance upon my life purpose and my divine walk. To open my arms to the abundance to be around me. And that I will be able to share and help others to grow in this light. In love and light, in love and light, in love and light. Whew. Thank you. Thanks. So, sending you guys out so much love today. Have a blessed day, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon so that you can get your Astro Tarot reading. Bye-bye, everybody. Blessings to you all. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great one, and God bless.